Today we're becoming seamstresses. So I have zero skill in sewing. I think I made a YouTube video a while back of trying to use a sewing machine for the first time. And I believe I made a pillowcase, right? Like the basics.
Probably.
This time I'm skipping past the basics and I'm moving to full-on clothing piece. And I have completely forgotten everything with sewing machine. I don't even know how to, I barely know how to hand sew. The only thing I know how to do with hand sewing is sewing patches on a bag.
She can even hand sew.
I have zero experience and I'm gonna attempt to make my own clothes today. So we're in front of a craft store and I've been in here before and I've seen that they have like little pattern packets you can buy.
They're patterns.
And tell me why I didn't know that you can just sew your own clothes.
She thought every person who sewed made up their own pattern.
I thought
there
you
was
just
no
make
such
it
thing
up.
as a pattern.
I thought everyone was so creative, so unique. Nah, they're all copying
Well,
each
they
other.
are. No, they are. It's still creative because you get to choose your fabric and you can have trims, and if you want, creative people can also change the cuts a little bit. Or I think on the pattern, if I remember correctly, it's been a really long time, I think there are different variations for the one pattern. So if you pick a pattern, there might be 4 variations of the same dress.
Oh.
And you choose which variation you want or mix and match. And there's different lines on the pattern, so it helps you.
So yeah, I have zero knowledge, but I'm gonna go inside, find a pattern that hopefully I can do.
Please don't pick something hard, because I can't help you if it's difficult. I'm a very novice sewer.
Great for us.
In fact, I did work for a sew company
And
one
she
time.
snapped her fingers together with
I
buttons.
used to sew handbags, and then they put me on
She
the snap
literally
machine.
has a,
I don't know if I can-
lighting. She has a scar on her finger from it. Can you tell?
It's right here, the circle scar, and there's a matching one on the other finger.
so matching.
Because it got stuck on the snap machine.
Okay, let's hope that doesn't happen to me today.
Well, we won't be using a snap machine, but still, obviously I can't help you a lot. I'm not that smart with this.
Let's see what they have and wish us good luck. Okay, excuse me. This is so stinking cute. Every time I come in here, I am so in love with all of these mushroom decor things. Like I can literally, I just buy it all. There's even more over here. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm determined just to have fall decor in my house year round. Like, tell me this is not cute. Are you serious? And even mushroom hand towels. I haven't seen these before. So mushroom in my heart. Huh? Oh, so much room in my heart. Oh my goodness. Even plates. Literally gonna buy out this whole section. This is not why I came here. This is why I came here. So these racks have all the different patterns you can pick from. We have like tops, pants. That would be fun, but probably a little bit more difficult. I'm just thinking of like the straps and all that. We have dresses, so many cute things. Whoa. Okay, I love the colors. So there's this whole rack over here and some over here. And even books we can look through. Right when we think you saw everything, they have drawers. All these drawers full of more patterns. So many, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, I keep getting distracted. I'm wandering into other aisles and I found the diamond dots arts and crafts. And you know how much I love paint by numbers. I've never tried the diamond art, but I've kind of been wanting to get into it and maybe do it for a live stream. They even have a sale, so I'm like super tempted. They also have like all these things over here with a bunch of other gemstones of different colors you can get. The craft store just sucks me in, I swear. I can like be here for hours, I think. Okay, Mom, I'm gonna show you my options. Also, I did get a diamond art because it sounds fun. Okay,
You don't have time for that.
option 1. I'm just kidding, this one was a prank. This one looks like this looks like a princess, like old-fashioned, like...
I was gonna say, you're taking the sewing
Castle?
machine to your house.
Okay, that was a prank. But I did like, this one would be fun with the color. Okay, never mind. Immediate no. Immediate no.
Do we really have to do
It says
clothing?
easy, just for knits. Yeah, that was the purpose of the video.
A knit fabric?
What's knit?
Is it a knit
I
fabric?
don't know, what does that mean?
I would probably stick with cotton because cotton will be easier to work with as a newbie versus a knit fabric.
Okay, well, this one's a skirt.
I like a skirt better. I don't know if that's harder or easier, but to me it seems like it would
says
be easier.
easy. It says easy.
I like that one.
chose
That one
it.
so far, I'm saying a skirt.
Easy for knits again.
Ay.
So maybe not.
I say not a dress. The dress would be so
I know the dress.
hard.
Wait,
So hard.
come here. These are the same. They look this.
They're pretty close. One has sleeves, one
Apparently, I have
doesn't.
a certain style.
I think they usually have, so you can see these are the 4 variations. That's
Yeah,
what.
I realized that when I was looking. I
So
was like,
there's,
oh,
you can make them different ways. I guess some only come with 2 variations, but most of them you'll see they have like 4 different ways
Yeah,
you can make it with
options.
buttons, no buttons, short, long.
So, you know, like my fancy pants.
Ay, ay, ay.
Fancy pants. And then, of course, this
That's
one,
the more simplistic dress, I think, but there is a lot of like different colors
there's
and
3
blocks.
different fabrics I think she's using.
And then the neck collar.
And then I probably make the sleeves a tiny bit more out. This is not so easy though.
How about we start with the Barbie doll clothes?
You're lucky I didn't pick something like this.
How about
This looks complicated.
It is. Don't choose that.
Mom says take a seat. We're getting real. So we're sitting with all the books.
As then we can see what other pattern options there are. And yeah, we're going with simplicity because it's in the name.
And I hope it's not false advertising. Better not be clickbait.
I think simplicity is what patterns I've used in the past to sell like Halloween costumes. I've never made like real clothing.
It's like, where you saying? I hope it's gonna be a costume.
I don't know. There's
These
some
look fancy.
there's like some really like
ball gown. Okay, that's like expert level.
working with these materials, not newbie in my opinion.
Okay, it's time. It's the day that we finally tackled this project. I am excited, nervous. Literally, I don't even know what I'm doing, okay? But we did pick out our fabrics from the fabric store. I got this lovely purplish pink. What color do you think this is?
Purple is what
I
I
would
call
say
it, like
purple?
a lilac.
Lilac purple. It's giving Tangled vibes, like the movie. This lovely sage green. And then a plain like off-white cream. So we broke out the sewing machine.
Like, what is this?
What is this contraption? So let's open up our booklet and see what the pattern looks like. Oh, Mom, there's so many instructions.
Where you have to learn to read directions and instructions, which we don't do, but you're gonna have to for this one.
Okay, so we broke out the tape measure. And you know what, to be safe, I'm gonna take my measurements because they have them on the back. Usually for like dresses, I typically go small just because I am short, and when I go any bigger, they tend to drown me. I'm 5'2". But I've been taking like all the measurements of like my hips and my back of my neck to like my waist and all that stuff. And I think I'm gonna go with a medium just to be on the safer side. Plus I'm using linen fabric, and linen tends to shrink. I mean, I never put my stuff in the dryer besides like my jeans. But I don't wanna make this dress, put all the hard work into it, and then not be able to wear it. That'd be so sad. So let's go with the medium, and now we gotta start cutting. Okay, we laid out the pattern here. This is a foreign language, let me just tell you. I got a foreign language expert in the room. She doesn't even know how to read this, okay?
It's been so many years, guys, but we're figuring it out.
We're figuring it out slowly but surely. So I think I'm just gonna separate all the numbers for each of the patterns. That way we're not working with giant sheets, and we can break it down into simpler steps. Don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but we learn, okay? We learn. So it's very fun because these numbers on here do not correspond to the numbers on the picture, because the numbers on the picture correspond to the colors of the fabric.
Yeah, because there's only 1, 2, 3 numbers.
Yeah, and there's like what?
We got
13?
at least up to 13 on this one, so.
Yeah, so that's very fun for us.
It's just that basically you gotta keep track of what colors each of these are, each of the little pattern pieces, what fabric they go to, because we bought certain quantities of fabric based upon how much each pattern needs.
Also, Atlas is not in the room, but this is such a dangerous game because if you have seen our videos before, you know that our dogs love to unwrap presents, and they think that this is like wrapping that you put in like a
tissue
paper in a present bag. It's literally what it feels like. So it's so fragile, and Alice keeps eyeing us. He's like,
he's been very interested in this.
So curious.
If he comes around, we have to keep it out of his reach because he will grab it.
He will shred it, and then we go out our pattern.
Yeah, he's very. So we're trying to keep all the patterns. Like we have a sheet in the kitchen that's kept up high where he can't get because he was totally paying attention.
He was eyeing it. Trying so hard not to poke myself right now. Because I am taking the needles and pinning them.
You mean the pins?
This is literally a needle though.
It's not. It has no hole on the other end. It's a pin.
Okay, so the hole makes it a needle, not the pokey part?
Yeah.
What? But isn't like a doctor's syringe a needle too, though? Like, because it
It's a
pokes.
different type of needle, but you're talking different types of careers. Like, I mean, there's several different things that are night. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Roofs?
Like, words have multiple meanings of different types of things.
Oh.
So, like, you're trying to label it all as one.
Anyway,
It's a pin. Hot debate.
we're taking the pin needle.
The pin.
And I didn't know it was gonna be so controversial.
Pinning your pattern.
We're attaching the pattern to the fabric so that when I cut it, it stays in place. Okay, so now we're gonna take
You can use either one of them.
the rotary wheel. Never mind, we are abandoning the rotary wheel.
You can do either option, but because we double layered this to cut
It's a
it
little
out
harder.
fast, so we don't have to cut the pattern twice, it'll be easier with scissors.
Okay, I'm following the line. Look at us, Mom. We are so good. Teamwork makes the dream work. Don't you dare think that I'm doing this by myself. Mom is being such a goodly helper, and we are getting this done.
I'm actually just showing her YouTube videos about gardening.
We're watching gardening while we're sewing. We're such homemakers.
She wanted a documentary, I show her gardening.
There you go. So, okay, this is our first pattern of many. Now we have what? Like 12 more to go? 10, 11 more to go?
So many more to go. We just cut one out. We probably spent already well over an hour on this.
Just on this one.
Yeah, that's why I said it'll probably take 2 hours just to get all your stuff cut out. By the time you read your instructions, get your pattern cut out, we'll be 2 hours in, and then we'll start
Finally
piecing together to
sew.
sew. It'll probably be a half hour setting up that machine.
So if you see multiple outfit changes in this video, you know it's taking place across multiple days for this project. This is just one dress too. This is not even like a super long dress or a hard dress.
No, it's an easy dress, but it is time consuming.
Day 3 of this experience de resistance. We've got new fancy pants in the house, and we're ready to thread the bobbin. So I just did that so I don't look like a fool on camera. Put the thread onto here, and I created a booby trap essentially. And now it's time to put the
The pedal to the metal.
pedal to the metal. We're gonna start with all of our cutouts. So this is cutout number 1. All our work we did yesterday. It's sewing day. So apparently I'm supposed to do a stay stitch through the medium. I'm going here somewhere. I don't know. I guess this is just supposed to stop it from fraying.
The first you gotta get thread onto the bobbin.
Oh, I have to keep going?
Yeah, you have to keep going. Fill this all the way up.
Oh,
You need to get that bobbin is then going to go down here, and then we'll
What the-
re-thread this machine so the thread goes through the needle. Right now it's just going to the bobbin.
Oh, I will go speedy fast. Don't you worry. I got my
Oh, you can
NASCAR.
crank up the speed.
This is so fancy. This is advanced civilization right here.
Try to get the bobbin.
I have a helper. Oh, never mind. He left. He's a chef. He's making me lunch. But I have gotten so much done. Look at this. That's right. I made this. So
Wow,
cute.
it's pretty.
So when I'm filming this, it's the week of Easter, so I'm hoping to have this dress done so that I can wear on Easter Day. It'll be perfect because I have like all the Easter colors, the purple, the green, white. It's kind of springy, but also it could be fall too, so not super bright. I did that one. You can't even see it because we matched the thread so well, but I just did like a single stitch on here too. Oh, there you go. That one, and now I'm sewing these two together with some little plates because they don't match up. So here we go. This is actually kind of fun. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I gotta do back stitching. We ran into a major problem that may require us to undo literally everything we just did. So we have the dress come together pretty well. Like things are all stitched.
Yeah.
We're attaching the big pieces to each other. And then we've realized we've been doing this whole pattern wrong since the beginning.
They do it kind of weird because they tell you to always stitch the back side of the pattern. But then when you look at the shading on the pattern thing, they have like shading, which means that's the wrong side, this is the right side, the darker is the right, this is the wrong.
Yeah.
And we just assumed that it was always you're stitching on the wrong, and we weren't realizing that they were flipping the pieces. Because we're just reading the directions, like we're reading the words.
Yeah.
And so it kind of messed up. So I think we're kind of sewing the back of the dress. So we're wondering if we can take the back of the dress, just keep going instead of thinking we're working on the front of the dress. This is now the back of the dress.
The only thing is,
The neck.
we don't know if the neckline is the same on the back as it is on the front. Because if it is the exact same, then we're just doing it.
Yeah.
We're going from the back to the front instead of the front to the back.
I'm thinking that what we're going to do is because, look, even this, we'll use this as the back of the dress. That's right there. This, if you fold it, that looks just like the back of the dress. So we're gonna say that we started right here and on step 8. And now we're just gonna set this aside and we'll come back to step 8. But let's go back and re-sew the front part of the dress in the opposite way of what we were doing.
Because step 8 is the same thing as step 1, but opposite, right?
Opposite, yeah.
Okay, so
Same colors, same fabrics, because we cut 2 out of everything. So at this point, I think we're okay.
I really hope so. It would not be an Audrey video without some sort of fail. I'm just saying.
We're gonna make it work.
So we've concluded that we cannot do our original plan because the back of the dress is slightly different than the front. Like the measurements are not the same as the front. So we get the lovely job of unstitching everything. All the work that we've done today is being undone.
Because we gotta correct it and make it the right way. It's a pain, but we might as well do it, and we're just learning from the process.
Learning so much. So I just unstitched our first one, and all the markings that I have, let's see, let me try to show you an example. I tried to mark it in chalk of the wrong side, but now the chalk sides are actually the right side, the side you will be seeing. Luckily, chalk just washes out. And so while we're unstitching all of our stitches, I'm watching some old That YouTube Family videos. And it is crazy how much we've changed. Like those videos were from 7 years ago.
A long time.
Such a long time. So it's been fun to little reminisce, because I like to listen to things as I'm doing crafts. Otherwise, it's just too quiet. So I just unstitched mine. Mom's unstitching the other part, and it's time to re-sew. Hopefully I can do this faster now that I kind of got a hang of everything.
We'll make up for lost time because now we've done it. We'll just hurry and zip it and fix it. Probably will take us an hour to correct all this work. They'll be fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Look at this. We got the front all coming together. This looks so good. Now I don't have a back yet, and I don't got the sleeves. Alice, what do you think? Do you like my dress? Is it so cute? Yeah, give it a good sniff. That's right. That is so fun. We're gonna now work on the actual real back, but
It's been a process.
it has been a process. We've had to do a lot of unstitching. Mom has had to fix a lot of my mistakes.
No,
But we're learning.
we're getting it.
Wow, that's fun. I like the color block. You know how much I love my color block.
I mean, look at our crazy payments.
Look at these. All right, guys, we've got the front, we've got the back, and now we're adding pockets. That's right. If I'm making a dress, it's gonna have pockets, baby. I totally meant for that to happen too. We actually just discovered that it had pockets, so that's fun for us. But now I'm stitching it to the front of the dress, and it's like a very tight stitch. And there's not much room for error, is what I'm saying here.
So she's sewn on 1/4 edge of the fabric. for all
From
you
you
sewers.
professional.
So it's very close to the needle. So that's
That's what I'm talking about.
what she's talking about.
Okay, here we go. We're making good progress. I don't know if we'll be able to finish today because I do want to film some other videos today. And we still have to do the sleeves and attaching the front to the back. But considering that we did all the sewing today, what we have gotten done so far, I feel like we've made pretty good progress. And I think we can finish the dress tomorrow. About 4-ish days if you count like buying the supplies and everything. It's not too bad for a first timer.
We only have...
Yeah, not full day, like a couple hours.
We only have a couple hours to work on this at a time, so when she says days, it's not really like 8-hour days or... No, it's probably, you could probably do this in one day, but we just didn't have time.
Yeah.
We have other things going on.
I don't think I am doing it right. Guys, it's coming together. We have the momentum, so I think we're just gonna finish this tonight actually instead of waiting for tomorrow because we're so close. So we sewed the pockets on. I got this. And we sewed the shoulders, so now the 2 pieces of fabric are stuck together. And now we're working on the side of the dress. So I'm gonna start by pinning the whole sides. Then we're gonna sew that together, and then basically after that, we sew the sleeves.
Do the neck, the sleeves, and hem the bottom.
And I have no hemming experience. But I think that's what I should learn next because hemming would be a very good tool for me to have since I am a short queen and pants tend to drown on me, and I always like, for example, I have to roll them or else I will be dragging them. So knowing how to hem would be a very useful skill. So the dress, let's turn it the correct way and we'll try on what we have so far, okay?
It's not finished.
It's not, it doesn't even have...
We're done for today though. We're not gonna be able to finish today.
We'll show you our progress. Let's try on my dress, hopefully it's the right size.
Well, we can hem it after to be the right size.
Yes, queen! Let's see if the pockets are in the right spot. Actually, they are. That's actually yeah, they are.
We nailed it on the pockets.
Nailed it. The front, honestly, is not as good as the back. Because by the time we finish the front, like, we got this little pokey thingy going on. We got a little hem, we got some pleats going on. But it's because we made all of our mistakes on the front, and we learned, so the back looks good.
Yeah, the back does not have the pokey pleat.
They should have had us made the back first, honestly, but this is the end of today. Tomorrow, we'll finish it off. Then I got myself a dress. Let's go. Good morning, Kitty. I think it's safe to say that Mom wants to be done with this project.
Probably.
This is our final day of working on this dress. We are on to the collar. We tried on the, well, not we, me. I tried on the
Yeah, I tried it on too. Fit perfect.
Just for funsies. I tried on the dress on all the work we did yesterday. We decided to take it in a little to give some more shape at the top.
We're profesh. Now that we've almost practically sewed a dress, we could do anything.
We strayed away from the pattern.
So then we're just like, we're gonna just design our own now.
We're so good. So we did that. I think it made a difference. And now Mom's working on the collar and pinning herself in the process.
We have to make the collar clean, and I don't know.
It's looking wonky right now.
It is.
And we're just trusting the process at this point.
Yeah, we don't
So we have
know
to
what
pin
we're
it to
doing.
the front of the dress.
I took it apart.
And Mom, they've always made fun of me that I have a big Williams head. So now we're gonna test out the head hole to see if it's big enough for my noggin. Let's try it. Why does this give skippity dop dop toilet? Oh.
So it fits on, so you think once it's sewed it will fit on easy too?
I hope so, girly pop, or else I'm not wearing this dress.
I hope so too. Y'all think I'm just being mean for teasing her? Dude, I was there when the doctors measured her body. She does have a big head.
She has a bubble head.
Okay,
a
lot of my kids have big heads.
But you gotta think, when this is sewed to the dress, it's gonna be a little bit tighter.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why
That's
I took it off the dress, because it's like, oh, we should make sure this fits on your head.
I think it's gonna barely fit on.
She's trying to fight her way into her dress. Feeling frustrated.
This dress has been annoying because none of the pieces line up perfectly. Like, it's a little wrinkly wobbly dob.
Yeah, we did
That
what
makes
it
sense.
said, and I feel like
They don't match up.
that collar thing doesn't match up to this, so we have excess dress.
So it's gonna pleat again.
And like all our inseams, like it's not like we didn't sew our inseam, like our inseams correctly, like they're this right width and whatnot.
Yeah, I measured it.
So I don't know why we cut
Experience
everything so
problems.
precise. We were so careful. Why does it not line up?
We're kind of in a weird and done mood at the same time.
So we are starting at the shoulders, and we're just gonna put a pin in the shoulders because we want definitely the shoulder things to line up, because that's how this was clipped. I don't know how we're gonna make the excess material like fit nice around the neck so it doesn't bunch. Bunch it in the back.
I'm assuming you're flipping this inside out though, so it will roll in, right?
Yeah,
Because
then
this
you'll
lady
be
pop
flipping
doesn't
it.
have a collar.
No, yeah, then this will roll in, and this basically cleans up that edging, and it also gives you support to that neckline because you're gonna be taking this on and off a lot.
So maybe it'll fix itself.
Trust the process is what you're saying.
Trust the
Or we just put a big bunch, do the bunching at the back
do it
so that if it looks terrible, you just hide it with your hair. Nobody will know. Just don't ever swish your hair.
Yeah, I can't have an updo with this.
Never. This will be your curly hair long dress. That's all you get.
Sorry about it.
Then it says just line up, after you
center.
line up your shoulders, line up your centers.
Why is this kind of giving Animal Crossing vibes, like the seamstress?
Yes, we're the
Um,
sisters sewing together. The porcupines.
Is it Able Sisters?
Yeah.
Which one are you, the quiet one or the...
I'm the quiet one. Audrey is noisy. Our house is so quiet, and then she comes here and our house is lively.
Yeah, it's a party.
It's a party
when I
Audrey.
arrive.
Even when Jordan's here, you would be surprised.
Jordan's
Audrey, yes, you are the one that makes our house noisy. It's weird.
Yeah, I also make my house noisy too.
Do you?
Yes.
Spencer say, Audrey, you're so noisy.
No, you never
Life is
said
boring
that.
without you, though.
Aww.
Aww.
That was so cute of you.
So cute. That's what I was going for. So after sewing class, we do gardening class. And so
Mom and I spend our whole days together every day of the
we
week.
did. That's why you might find us a little weird right now and burned out, because we've been together 24/7.
Mom's had enough of me at this point, but she still has like 3 more days with me.
24/7.
Okay, are we gonna sew or sew?
Do you want to sew it? Or you want me to? I know it's baggy. I don't know what to do.
You can't
Rough
offer to
stuff.
sew it. This
So
is supposed to
this
be.
will be. I know it's supposed to be yours. This will be easier because you're dealing with the neckline to take this
the
little.
heck, you
I took
broke
off the
the
little
sewing
stand off the
machine.
sewing machine so that then she has like it's easier to put your neck around that. Not your neck, the neck of the dress.
Don't do that at home, okay?
Okay, we're gonna watch her professional.
This is very provincial.
Yo.
This is gonna be hard because I have to turn it.
What we're attempting is that. If that means anything to you, that's what we're going for.
Or
Okay.
if you're like me, it's this right here.
Yeah, or it's that.
That right here. I think when I'm all done, we're gonna have to be like this model. We need some
Get some
paintbrushes.
I think the next project Audrey needs to sew is a blanket she started when she was 10 years old. All she did was cut out the squares of her old clothes that she used to wear when she was 10 years old and younger.
Expect me to sew as a 10-year-old?
Jordan did. Jordan completed it. You didn't complete your blanket.
She completed when she was 10 years old.
Probably.
So this is fun.
Yeah, we'll come back when she's got this done.
Hey, let's see how it turned out.
Basically, just flip it and see if it looks like it's decent. I think it looks decent. How did you do that?
I'm a professional. Why do you underestimate my ability?
Your bubble bells?
Why do you underestimate my abilities every time?
Hey.
Oh, she's very cute.
She's so cute.
Dracula.
Okay, so now you have to do an understitch on the seam allowance. So understitch seam allowances to facing close to seam through facing and seam allowances.
Was that English?
That's how I
Does it
feel
mean right
reading
here?
this pattern.
Does this mean understitch?
Yeah.
Even though that's gonna be the side you see. Back on the thing you go. Look, I made Logan and Atlas a bandana. Actually, they're my arm sleeves. They're my sleeves to my dress, but they literally look like the little bandanas you put around their head. So now I know how to make them. You just make an arm sleeve, and it works for a dog. Maybe this might be a little too small for Alice's noggin, but there we go. We are so close to finishing. We are right here, the bottom of the page. We're so close, and I'm so ready to be done with this.
Me too.
And I hope it looks good. Now we need the dress. Pin sleeve to armhole.
Yeah, and I just have to say on that collar, that neckline, we had to come up with our own stuff out of my sewing kit. I had some fusible web, and I just fused the collar down so it stays. So it didn't pop up. But without that,
it would pop up, girl.
Yeah, the instructions were not great on that, I'll be honest.
I'm also just like brain dead at this point. Like I just can't think.
We're feeling it.
I can't think about stitches anymore. I could probably do your basic stitch, but I don't want to read these words. There's a different language and I'm done. I did my Duolingo for the day.
Your soul lingo?
My Solingo. The dress is done. It's all done. Praise hallelujah. This is what the inside looks like. All of my inside work. You can see the rough edges. Finished it off by hemming the bottom, so I guess I learned how to hem now. If it's really that's how you hem, I don't know. It told me to hem it. Now I'm gonna try it on to see how it looks. If it turned out good, I'm crossing my fingers, knock on wood, we don't have to make any revisions because we're done. We're done with you, okay? You were a lot of hours. I wish I would have vlogged how many hours we did this. Let me show you what our finished product looks like. My model lock. Ta-da! It actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Wow. I made a dress. That's kind of crazy.
Did you add pockets?
Yeah, I add pockets. Are you kidding me? Look, right here. So this is what the dress looks like. I think it turned out so good. The thing actually stayed down with our collar technique. The arm sleeves are perfect. And I feel like it's perfect length. It might shrink a little in the wash, but it probably like just go up to like my knee then. I'd say not too shabby for a first time sewer. Like I have never picked up a sewing machine, needle, anything before. So this is not too bad. If you look close, there's a few mistakes. I think the biggest mistake that bugs me the most is probably this little pleat right here. It's just so annoying. It's all I can look at, and now it's all you can look at.
People will notice it though.
Yeah.
There's such color blocking, I think they're gonna pay attention to all the color blocks.
And like when I did the hemming on the bottom, I started here, which I didn't realize was the front of the dress. So you get that little lovely,
Probably would have been best to start at your seam on your side.
yeah, didn't think about that one as a novice sewer, but like,
I think it's good.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I am glad this project is over with. I think it'd be fun to do another one.
Oh.
Look, I made my own dress! Wow!
I borrowed my sewing machine.
I was like, you could just have it. This was so fun. Let me know if you have sewn clothes before, if you are a sewer, if you've sewn other things. Do you crochet? Let me know all the stuff because now I might be getting back into my craft era. That's right.
I'm so tired. You don't understand. I'm just so tired.
Let me know how well you think I did with my first ever dress I've made.
No more crafts for Audrey though. Thanks. No more cooking.
No, this is fun. I'm learning new skills and it's all good. So anyways, thanks for coming along on this splendid journey with me. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed yourself, and I hope you subscribed already and you thumbs up the video. Anyways, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!